To address the question on everyone's mind, yes, I only wear this red cardigan on Fridays. No, that's not the question. The question is, what happened to all the books that were published during the pandemic? Well, here at the Goffstown Public Library, we kept buying new books during the shutdown. Unfortunately, though, our readers didn't encounter them on the new shelf. And in many cases, what would have been popular books didn't find readers to love them. These books fell through the cracks, and it's up to us to save them. Let's check it out. Hi there! I'm Michelle with the Goffstown Public Library, where I'm an adult services librarian. I'm so happy to have you visiting our library. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And it's a great time to be stopping by. We're in the middle of the Summer Experience, a yearly summer-long program that celebrates reading, learning, and play in all ages. You can earn tickets to our 3 grand prize raffles by reading and by attending virtual events like this one. Just listen for today's secret code revealed sometime during the video, and then visit goffstownlibrary.com/summer2020 to claim your chance to win. You don't have to have a Goffstown Library card to register for the adult program, just a love of reading and fun. And I'm sure that describes you if you're watching this video. On today's Book Talk with Michelle, we're going to be talking about 5 books that fell through the cracks. These books were brand new at the library when the pandemic forced us to close our doors. And even though these books were on their way to being popular, fate got in the way. They didn't get their moment to shine brightly in front of our readers on the new shelf. Instead, they were quietly tucked away in the rest of our collection, where it's much less likely they'll be stumbled upon by readers like yourself. So I've pulled some of those books out and I want to share them with you today. These are 5 books that fell through the cracks. Now, I know it's a crazy time to be living because I'm promoting a Chris Bohjalian novel. Normally, these books fly right off the shelf without any help from me, but his latest novel, Red Lotus, has only been checked out a handful of times. Red Lotus is a thriller set primarily in contemporary Vietnam. Following her boyfriend's mysterious disappearance, our leading lady discovers the secret life he's been living and grapples with the resulting fallout. The book is intricately plotted and relies on Bohjalian's experience as a suspense writer to create an atmospheric mood. Indeed, longtime fans of Bohjalian's will not be disappointed. His reputation for well-researched settings gives Vietnam a fresh energy, complemented by Bohjalian's penchant for elegant style. Red Lotus has all the trappings of a blockbuster thriller. And by that I mean you'll be turning pages right to the end, desperate to find out the satisfying conclusion. This is not one to be missed, especially if you're a fan of Robin Cook or Mary Kubica. Here's another author that needs no introduction. Isabel Allende's Along Petal of the Sea came out in January of 2020 to critical and popular acclaim, earning its description as a sweeping epic. Along Petal of the Sea follows a pregnant widow and an army doctor who are sponsored by poet Pablo Neruda to flee the Spanish Civil War for Chile. There is a large cast of characters in this dramatic and romantic novel. It's perfect for historical fiction fans, and this moment in history hasn't been given the same recognition that World War II has, despite it having the same heartbreak and heroism. Yes, this novel of love under siege deftly addresses delicate topics like war, displacement, and loss, while never losing sight of the themes of perseverance, strength, and valor through hope. It takes a master writer to not get lost in the whirlpool of historical traumas, and Allende is that master. This is her 21st novel, and she continues to use South American history and her own personal experiences to create compelling own voices narratives that honor vibrant women and appeal to all audiences. I wouldn't normally be hyping such a popular author, but Along Petal of the Sea has not had its fair share of recognition here at the Goffstown Public Library. It's only been checked out 2 times out of 7 months. I hope you can change that. N.K. Jemisin might not be as well known as Isabel Allende, but she's seeing a rise to fame after her Hugo Award-winning Broken Earth series. Now Jemisin is back with The City We Became, an urban fantasy that takes readers to the dark underbelly of New York City, where an ancient evil is stirring, threatening the city and its inhabitants. You get a strong sense of place in this novel. Literally, New York City's boroughs are characters, each equipped with their own unique personalities. It's a smart storytelling device that Jemisin uses to address gentrification, biases, and pain in a changing city. This is a love-hate song to New York City, and it pulses with energy. That energy, plus the LGBTQIA and culturally diverse representation, is sure to make this a hit among culturally sensitive audiences. Happily, The City We Became is the start of another trilogy, so we have even longer to enjoy the world building and writing style. I find this book great because Jemisin is definitely in conversation with the racist legacy of H.P. Lovecraft in dark fantasy, and Jemisin is coming out on top. She's redefining what fantasy looks like in 2020, and her books deserve to be in the hands of readers, not on the library shelf. On the topic of cultural criticism, My Dark Vanessa, a Lolita for the Me Too era, didn't grab the public as I expected. Published in March 2020, I was seeing pre-publicity for this book for months beforehand. My Dark Vanessa got starred reviews from Publishers Weekly, Library Journal, and Kirkus. Plus, it was recognized with an award from Library Reads. Honestly, I expected this book to be a smash, and I still think that it does have a chance. The book shifts between 2000 and 2017, where Vanessa is asked to defend an older English teacher with whom she had an affair when she was 15. The narrative grapples with the complexity and the necessity of the Me Too movement as Vanessa tries to reconcile her teenage admiration and her adult understanding of the relationship. Readers too have to grapple with what it means to give consent, exercise agency, and be a victim. Even more impressive, this is a debut that the author began writing when she was 16, drawing on personal experiences as a teenager. My Dark Vanessa has the power to captivate older teens as well as adults, and it definitely deserves the attention it was promised. Now is as good of a time as any to let you know that the secret code for today's event is Science Fiction 59. You can enter code Science Fiction 59 at goffstownlibrary.com/summer 2020 to claim your tickets towards the raffle. Again, that's Science Fiction 59. And remember, there's no spaces in this code and it's case sensitive. The last book I have to share today is a romantic comedy that looks perfect for the beach bag. The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa is a fun romp that follows jilted bride Carolina as she has to work with the best man, make that worst man, of her failed marriage in a new business enterprise. A classic enemies to lovers tale follows. The chemistry between the two is steamy and delicious. Plus, it's complemented well by Sosa's multiple perspectives and zesty sense of humor. Romance fans will root for this couple to overcome their complex interior lives and make the most out of a ridiculous situation. You're sure to enjoy this book if you enjoyed The Wedding Party and Red, White, and Royal Blue. I really hope this book finds its readers. It's a culturally diverse narrative told with grace and wit that contemporary romance readers will really enjoy. But the hard truth is that the library can't keep every book. We have to discard books yearly based on how many times they were checked out in their lifetime. Books like the ones I mentioned today that are stellar in every regard may face the cutting room floor if readers like you don't find them and check them out. So let's make sure that doesn't happen. As always, any book I mentioned today is listed in the description. You can use that list to place holds at the library, or you can read them using the library's downloadable resources. Information for that is also in the description. Plus, while you're there, you can find the link to the summer experience. Visit goffstownlibrary.com/summer 2020 to enter the secret code from today's video and earn tickets towards our grand prize raffle. Like and share this video if you got something out of it, and maybe leave a comment. We love our comments. It helps us know what we're doing right and gives our community awesome recommendations. Plus, don't forget to subscribe. This channel puts out book talks for all ages, as well as crafts, how-tos, story times, and more. I'll be back next Saturday with another episode of Book Talk with Michelle, and to make sure you never miss one of those episodes, like I said, subscribe. Until next week, you can connect with the Goffstown Public Library on social media for book recommendations all week long. Or you could visit goffstownlibrary.com to see what's in the catalog yourself. Again, I'm Michelle with the Goffstown Public Library, and I'll check you out later. Bye!